Hello there guys, welcome to another Rome Total War online battle. This one is a special one because, yeah, well, I'm taking part but not as a player. I am watching this battle with, I'm not the only one who watches it. This is a semi-final of the MatchupMasters tournament, and we have on the one side Crusaders of Hell Tacitus fighting against Crusaders of Hell Zeus, and both are very good players, and Tacitus on the one side probably at the moment the most successful player in tournaments, and yeah, it's quite interesting to watch. And yeah, as you see, we have 5 players. It's an extraordinary amount of players who are watching this battle. The players are, we're watching the Asian Tigers Warhawk. We have Dot watching from Crusaders of Hell as well. We have me, we have, I think this is Gamil Kara, and one more, no? I think we have one more. Yeah, Nidintu. Also Crusaders of Hell is here watching with his Scythian horseman. And yes, Zeus playing in this first confrontation of these two titans, the clash of these titans, the Britons, and it was Tacitus' choice to pick Egypt. Well, the matchup, first of all, the MatchupMasters tournament is not like a standard tournament where one player chooses a matchup and they reverse. You have to take the matchups that are given by the tournament. So for this semifinals, the players could either pick Britons versus Egypt, or Armenia versus Rome, I think. I'm not too sure. No, I think it was this matchup and Macedon versus Carthage. I'm not too sure, but I think it was. The other one was Macedon versus Carthage. So maybe the round with the most classic confrontation here. Just going a bit more back because they might need space, but I think we should be good. So what do we got? We have here for Tacitus full chariot army. They have 3 upgrades, I guess, on defense. They should be, yeah, let's guess so. And he has archers, gold attack, bronze defense. These are gold. Okay, one has bronze defense, it seems. Yeah, should be only one. 6 archers. Also, he's got his pharaonic phalanx units with his general being gold silver or silver gold, and the other silver silver or gold bronze, and 1 phalanx on the right that has only 3 upgrades. Oh, actually 4. The other one hides. And yeah, both are a bit patient because this is such a sensitive matchup where you don't want to make mistakes. So actually I think Zeus is going pretty far with his horse archers. The thing is, when you're operating with these guys far on the back of enemy lines, and after quite some while of shooting, they'll be more likely to be exhausted. And if they're exhausted and behind the enemy lines and take some casualties by fire or something, and you have maybe one chariot of Tacitus just charging in their direction, they might rout already because they're so far from the general and the rest of their army. So this is why I more like to operate like here, right here, and not too far without support, which is not coming. Okay. So Zeus is sending over some chariots. These should be the Briton warlord chariots. I can't tell by their looking though. Oh, short connection problems when it into. I hope that stops. Might be me though, but I don't think so. Who knows? And yeah, this chariots here have also 3 upgrades each, so also they will be more likely on the defense. And we also have slingers, which are gold. 6 slingers, I guess. Yeah, 6 slingers, and also head hurlers with gold attack upgrades. Got them 5 times. And yeah, he also has a full chariot army. So, what is the aim of these guys? We have here Tacitus with his phalanx units, who are both good at, yeah, melee combat and also supporting their chariots, because as you all know, I guess, if one chariot touches a down pike up front, it doesn't matter how many hit points it has, it gets killed immediately. So this is what this one wants to avoid. He has slightly stronger chariots. So what he wants to fight the chariot fight without infantry support, and use his head hurlers to give those to kill those pharaonic pikemen off. It's a difficult matchup, I think. I prefer, for myself, Egypt a little bit. The chariots are slightly weaker though, but just that you have a strong phalanx, and they don't really need a shield because they are only fighting against slingers. So, well, also but against head hurlers, but a shield doesn't help too much against a head. Just armored units die from heads. It doesn't matter how many their upgrades they have. They just take high casualties by these guys. So you wanna decrease the numbers of these guys also. And yeah, we have just a patient skirmishing going on over here. I think this is already in range. No, he's not. But who's shooting at them? Was someone shooting at them? Might have been the... Who was it? Well, these guys. No, it can't be. Who was shooting? I guess it was the chariot archers then. Do they have archers? Yeah, they have. There you go. Okay, yeah. So these are his chariot archers. A bit hard to find here though. And there he lost one chariot already due to some slinger fire. Well, slingers are actually not too bad against horse archers or chariot archers, especially in those circles, because an arrow takes a flight like that, and a stone is more flat, so he's more likely to hit a chariot, especially a chariot, because they're more big. They're more of a big target. And we have on the other side some skirmishing going on, continuing as well. We have also one loss of a chariot over here, one loss of Tacitus, pretty even still. Tacitus now engaged the archer war and is a bit... Oh, I forgot about these. Elite swordsmen. Just a little unit to unbalance or to irritate Tacitus, who's now going for a rush, it seems. Wants to take out all of these slingers and head hurlers especially. He's going for it pretty hard. It's gonna be interesting. We have here chariots engaging, and because there are so many, this is what I said, so many Britain units, so the Egyptian chariots are out here. That Tacitus is going in, wants to cause a mass rout of the head hurlers more likely. One starts, one sling unit. There of course now comes all the chariot units. Another Britain unit flagging, another one. This might cause the chariots to rout. We have now his phalanxes coming closer and closer, but the numbers of the Egyptian chariots are quite depleted by now, I think, as well. But as you see, there's so many Britain's units flagging here because so many skirmishes were involved here, so they all died in that chariot fight as well. So nice positioning of the chariot fight by Tacitus here, who's now even being able to stab some chariots over there with his pikes. So Zeus now has to retreat his remaining chariots. But on the other hand, he won on the other flank. So what Tacitus gained here, like destroying the main skirmisher forces of this, was just negated by Zeus being able to rout almost all of the archers of Tacitus. So yeah, not too good for Tacitus here, I think, because on this flank Zeus still has quite some skirmishers left and also skirmishers regrouping. So he now has to protect these guys because he will need this to break the pharaonic pikemen here, the phalanxes. We're now trying to catch some chariots of this here, but they're not able to. And here on this side, on this far end, I think now Zeus tries to kill off these chariot archers here. It's like the last chariot unit of Tacitus, because you can't really count these anymore. I think you shouldn't go for them. Yeah, because they will immediately rout. He might have put them in the back and go for some routing on the skirmishes once it's possible, but yeah, really not too much that he could do with it anymore with them. And it seems, yeah, because of those guys being exhausted, they're being catched. But actually, yeah, this is what can happen if you chase scythe chariot units, because also these the chariot archers of both Egypt and Britons have those blades here. So if you chase them, it's your horse that catches up first, and it's the horse that dies by the blade. So this is what made these chariots getting killed here. So yeah, the more you know. And over here we have still some archers left, which should be shot by those slingers right now. Yeah, there they go. Dang, they're out. And yeah, if you see the numbers, we have now what you want to have as being the Britons. Skirmish forces left, and more chariots to deal with all the remaining chariots of Egypt. And what, yeah,
Der feindliche Kriegsherr
there's
zeigt
not
seinen
that
wahren
much
Wert.
that
Gar keinen. Unsere Krieger würden eher
Tacitus
sterben
could
als
do
zu
anymore.
fliehen.
This would now skirmish these guys to death, and once his ammunition is over, he would charge in, bring his chariots in for the morale break, and Tacitus would have routed. So Tacitus saw that, and he knew that Zeus is not going to lose this fight anymore. So GG, well played to you both, and I think it was an epic match. It's always an interesting matchup, and especially with these two players here. So yeah, well played to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I did, for sure. And I can't save the replay anymore because of Dot's connection problems, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, see you guys later. See ya.